Welcome back to the Wrestling Rewind. Me and my homeboy Anish back here again to give our Elimination Chamber predictions. Nish, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm fantastic, Chris.
Did you
Been
dust off
been
the Swami hat for this one?
dusted off the Swami hat. I don't have anything that says Swami, so I just went with Smash.
It's good
Close enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people listening can spell, neither can I. So
Yeah.
me and Shadwick always joke that's the reason that we listen to audiobooks is because we can't actually read. So
Yeah.
to me, that's probably says Swami. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Listen,
education system.
audiobooks are still books. Okay.
That's what I try to say, man.
Yeah.
No one wants to give me the benefit of the doubt ever since I've been in the slammer, man. So,
Yeah.
dude, how's everything going over at Sleepy Dad's?
Hey, we're humming along, man. Just coming off the high of the Olympics.
Yeah, dude.
Pushing out the content. Just keep it humming. You know how it goes, man.
Dude, y'all are like us, man. It's like anybody from the BKL family hadn't checked out Sleepy Dad's, go check them out. They are like us, releasing every week because can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Yep. Taking it to the moon, man. So
yeah.
let's jump into this card, dude. So the first one that we're going to start off with is the World Heavyweight Championship with CM Punk versus Finn Balor. And as much as my heart would like to be like, you know what? This is the time they're going to strap the rocket on Finn Balor. And this is just a filler. Like, this is just to get to CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I understand that. But that said, I would be willing to bet this is probably a banger of a match. What do you think, man?
100%. Look, Finn Balor, he still got it. I know he's an older statesman at this point, but he still got it. Any other time in the year this match happens, it's probably a little bit more believable that, you know, Finn has a shot. But because we got the Roman promo right after the Royal Rumble,
right,
we kind of know where this is going. I know they're trying to build a story of Punk could lose his shot at facing Roman and
right. I mean,
doing all that.
They have to, but I mean, you do have. I assume that this is Judgment Day is finally falling apart, so I assume this is probably going to lead to maybe a Dominic Finn match at some point. But this one, I mean, they all can't be like, you can't have every match be a surprise, or there's never a story there. You know, you gotta have some layups like this.
Yeah, exactly. I think in an ideal situation, I would have liked to have, because Roman's going to come back Monday, starting to do the full build, whatnot, to WrestleMania. I wish we would have gotten that first promo this coming week. That way we could have had some, that way also the men's chamber match, we don't know who the winner's going to face at that point, right? So it still kind of leaves more up in the air and more to speculation, as opposed to now we know it's probably going to be somebody from SmackDown winning the winning the men's chamber match, right? So, but hey, I mean, that Triple H is going to do what Triple H does, right?
Yeah, and that's listen to you, apparently. That's what he's been doing. They all had the storylines like booked out, and they listened to the Wrestling Rewind. They're like, you know what? Swami's got a point here. Hold on. Let's do what that guy's doing. That's money right there, man. So we won't stay too long on this one just because it's pretty. I mean, you would really have to pull some shenanigans of dropping the title, swapping it back, yada yada. So we'll go on to the women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch versus AJ. This is in Chicago too, right? I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
You know, AJ CM Punk winning on the same night in Chicago. It sounds pretty poetic. But then again, maybe they're building this to Mania. So maybe Becky finds a way to hold on. And that's the route I'm going to go. I'm going to say due to some tomfoolery, Becky Lynch is going to hold on, and then this match is going to happen again at Mania, where AJ will be crowned IC champion.
Yeah, so I do think this match is going to happen again at Mania. My only problem, I think I'm going to go flip-flop. Okay. I think AJ's going to win tomorrow night or on, an Elimination Chamber, and I think Becky's going to get the rematch and go over at Mania just because, I don't know what AJ's schedule is like.
That's true.
I don't know if they want to put this new title, because IC women's title is still new. It's only like a year old or something like that. So I don't think they want to put that new title on somebody who's not going to be here necessarily full time. Because she'll probably still be at the big ones like SummerSlam and Survivor Series and things like that. But I don't know if they want to take that title completely off the air, especially the way Becky has built it up.
And Becky too has done the she keeps talking in quote unquote shoot interviews. Yeah. You know, her run's coming to an end. Like she's, so she's going to hang him up soon and blah, blah, blah. And I always wonder, like, when people are doing that, I'm like, are you just working us? Like that
Yeah.
whole, what is it called? Unreal,
Yeah.
the docu-series. Like the first time I saw like the first season, I'm like, these dudes, they have found another way to work all of us. Like,
Yeah.
even
It's a
though it's
work.
behind the scenes,
It's a
it's
work.
not, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's real. So,
Yeah.
um, all right, man. So we're split on this one, which is great too, because I
Mhm.
believe the last card we did a preview show on, 100% right on the Royal Rumble between
Yep.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe just going forward, we should just pick opposite so we can keep saying, be like, dude, we've never missed.
Yeah, we've never missed. Listen, hey, if Bianca's injury is clearly more serious than is being let on, but I feel like if she was in the Rumble, I feel like she was going to win. Just throwing
Yeah.
that out there.
Yeah, dude. Oh, no, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Have you, okay, I'd like to kind of sidebar on that. Have you
Yeah.
heard any scuttlebutt on that? Because I haven't read anything really that's seems genuine or real on what's going on there with
They're keeping
Bianca.
it really close to the chest. I don't know if that's Bianca and her team keeping it
Mhm.
close to the chest or just WWE keeping it close to the chest. Because when you hear hand injury, you're like, okay, worst
Yeah,
case scenario, maybe 9 to 10 months. The
right.
worst, absolute worst case, right? But we're coming up on a year now.
I know. And
Um,
so, I mean, then you start, I mean, everybody always says, I hate to speculate, but we don't. No one hates to speculate. We
yeah,
love to
everybody loves to
speculate.
speculate. Yeah.
So, I mean, you could be looking at surgery. Was there a botch in the surgery? Did he get re-injured? Is there a
Mhm.
staph infection? Is there, you just don't know. And they have, like you said, they have not released anything on it. So, yeah. So, if anybody in the comments have heard anything on Bianca, man, put them in the
Yeah, let us
comments.
know, dude.
Keep us in the loop. But yeah, we're looking forward to her return. But
Yeah.
so anyway, women's IC title, like we said, split on this one. We'll see who comes out on top. Oh wait, the show comes out on top. 100% getting that one right.
Yeah. Yeah.
On to this elimination chamber with the women's, and this is to face Jade Cargill, right?
Mhm. Yep.
So this is an interesting lineup because you have Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. So out of the gate, if you just look at those names, you're like, okay, Rhea Ripley, but then it's like, does she really need the belt at that point? And Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, I don't know how you book out of that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they're like your two faces for each brand. Like I don't know
Right.
if you want either of them really losing.
So, do you book yourself into a corner on that? I know they've been putting kind of a more of a spotlight on Raquel Rodriguez, and rightfully
Mhm.
so. She's great. I think the ones that we can scratch out of the gate probably not going to be Bliss, probably not going to be a
Yeah.
Kiana James.
No.
Tiffany Stratton. Everybody, of course, knows that I'm a big fan of Tiffy time. Uh, she's come back a little more of an edge, not as much of an edge as I kind of was hoping she would come back with. Like
Mhm.
she's still kind of the same character, so I don't know if the rematch is there. It's Tiffany versus Jade, again.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm really torn on this one. I honestly I have no idea. So give me your
Yeah.
prediction, and then I'll just piggyback on yours.
So I'm kind of big braining this. I
Okay.
could just be simple, just looking at the people in the match and who has the best shot in the match to win, right? But I'm thinking Rhea and Io still have the tag titles.
Right.
You figure that's going to figure into WrestleMania at some point. And I feel like they're going to do some sort of. I feel like they could do a TLC women's tag title match potentially. And if that's the case,
look at the Swami go.
cooking, dude. Let the Swami cook, dude. Just let me cook. And if that's the case, I feel like you're gonna have Raquel and Roxanne Perez in that match. You're
Yeah.
probably gonna have
Mhm.
Asuka and Kairi Sane in that match, right? So that automatically takes the other two favorites really out. So I think, I mean, I hate to do it, but I think it's gonna be Tiffany Stratton. I think they're gonna run it back with
To
Jade
run back
Cargill. I
from
think,
Mania, and I mean, because she got squashed in the first one, right? Like
yeah,
Tiffy got squashed. So I mean, you could have that Mania match, and I still don't think they're going to take the belt off of Jade, barring a maybe Bianca return to cost Jade the title, and then Tiffany goes off, and Jade and Bianca have that feud that we've all basically been waiting on.
I think that's what we're
Um,
hoping for at this
yeah,
point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to agree with you because I love Tiffy time.
Yeah.
Not
Listen,
because I big brained it, just because I like Tiffy
yeah.
time and annoying my wife saying it's Tiffy time.
Yeah. I mean, they booked themselves into pardon the pun, they booked themselves into a tiffy here because I mean, yeah, Rhea and Raquel and Asuka are all big names, but
Hmm.
I just don't see them realistically. They're all on Raw too. Like I
Yeah.
don't like. I know they're trying to. They don't really care too much about the brand split as much as they say they do.
Right,
but
right. Obviously, like,
yeah,
but
but
okay. So who is like Tiffany's on SmackDown?
yeah, Alexa is on SmackDown and Kiana James is on
So yeah,
SmackDown.
so it's those three, and I mean, again, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of everybody in here. Like, I don't
Yeah,
think I will continue to state it every time we do an episode. If you're in WWE, you are cream of the crop
you got
above
it. Yeah,
everybody.
you
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So no, they don't need me to pat them on the back. But big fan of Alexa Bliss. Just don't see them going that route with her right now. So
The problem is the women's side on SmackDown is just it's not deep enough yet.
no,
Without Bianca, I don't know if they want to push Charlotte again because nobody really likes that too much apparently. So
and
you can only do so much.
dude, let's talk about this, and maybe this is just Chris drinking haterade all the time. The Jade Cargill title run has been flat, like
Yeah,
really flat,
yeah,
and I don't know if you agree with that or not, but it's just I haven't. She obviously has a look. She has it. I'm not denying that she's a star, but there's to me, it's just I don't care, and I don't care with the title right now. I don't know what I'm waiting for to care, but there's just something missing for me. What do you think?
I think so. I don't necessarily I don't put it all on her
No, no,
because
no.
like you said, she's got the look. Her in ring is getting better and better every time she
Yes,
steps in there.
yes,
So she's clearly putting in the work. At the end of the day, this is booking, right?
right.
You can only do so much with what you have. Honestly, I would love to see Lash Legend in the Elimination Chamber
Yeah,
match
yeah.
and have Lash Legend versus Jade Cargill, just two
Dude, yeah.
monsters going
Yeah,
at it, dude.
that would be awesome. I don't know, it just feels it's felt flat, and I mean, to be honest, before that, Tiffy's title reign felt flat. Maybe this is a SmackDown women's issue the
Could
more
be,
than the people actually carrying the title. So we're both going to co-sign on Tiffy. I hope we're right.
yeah,
Don't want to break our perfect streak, you know.
yeah.
Um, but so we'll segue to the main event. Or actually, before we segue to the men's main event, how about old AJ Styles, man, getting his
Oh
flowers,
man,
dude? I
beautiful.
thought that was awesome. Thought it was great. He got, if those that didn't see, he's retired, did his retirement speech, then got inducted for this
Hmm.
year, told he was being inducted to the Hall of Fame, which was great. You could see the joy on his face. His
Yeah,
family's there, all his friends. Like, man, love seeing that. Also, maybe everybody, all of my favorite wrestlers stop retiring because
dude, we're
it's,
gonna see a lot. I
I
think we're gonna
know.
see a lot coming up, dude. Brock Lesnar's already hinting at it.
Yep.
Obviously CM Punk, he
CM
still
Punk.
got it, but I don't know
Oh,
how
for
much
sure.
longer he wants to do it. You know, he might pull an AJ and just like, I'm gonna go out on top, you know?
Right, right.
Um,
I mean, that's what Shawn Michaels did. Shawn Michaels was one of the few ones that didn't Ric Flair it into his 90s. But I don't know, like AJ too. You look at him, it was the Shawn Michaels thing when Shawn retired, and everybody's like,
yeah,
you're like still literally the best worker in the company, and you're retiring. And it's like AJ, same thing. It's like, I mean, I don't know if he was the best worker, but he's as far as in ring, bell to bell, like top one or two for sure, or top three.
yeah.
Um, and he's hanging him up. But I guess family. He made his nut. He's going to go home and enjoy life, and I think that's pretty awesome for somebody not to end up in a wheelchair after a professional wrestling career.
Yeah. And also this is one of those times where maybe speculation is probably a little bit bad and annoying. Like everybody's speculating that WWE just put him in the Hall of Fame so he can't go over to AEW. Like I feel like AJ
Yeah,
Styles, if you want to talk about loyalty and like the
dude,
definition of loyalty is AJ Styles, dude.
for sure.
He's not gonna just, oh, I'm retiring on Raw and then let me show up on Dynamite and 2 days
Yeah.
later. You know what I mean? Like,
What is there to prove for him over there with his legacy? I mean, to be honest. And again, like I've said before, I'm a fan of AEW. I just there's like Edge went over there, it kind of made sense, but even that's kind of been
not
flat.
great.
Yeah, he got hurt, and then
They
it's
let him
just
jump off a steel. They let a 55-year-old man jump off a steel cage, thinking nothing would happen.
well, they're also the people that let people flip off cages through real broken or real glass and shit. So yeah,
True.
they're really. I saw Matt Hardy get knocked out on like their third or fourth pay per view, and then he was literally punch drunk and couldn't stand because he whiplashed his head on the concrete, and then just the doctor's like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Keep going. He's still breathing, so he's fine. So
Yeah.
maybe. maybe not. Yeah, maybe not
Yeah.
the best track record over there on safety, but
Yeah.
anyway, flowers to AJ. I know that he watches every time we put out one of these because you know
Oh
what? He
yeah.
knows when we end the show next week will always be an announcement that will change wrestling on this podcast. So
Exactly.
he kn-
Always just
always, next week. It's always next week, guys. So just know
yeah.
that. So, all right, man. Elimination Chamber men's title. Our men's. This one is to face Drew McIntyre
Mm-hmm.
for the world title. So you have Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Jey Uso? Question mark. Why? And I think that we go back to the Raw match, right?
Yeah, audible. I think
Yeah.
Bronson Reed was supposed to win that match.
Did you see the slowdown? Like
Yeah.
the how it happened? It's just not fair.
It's a fluke accident, dude. This is the injury gods. Seth Rollins faking an injury. Now look at your whole stable.
You
just all
can't
out and
do that.
about.
You can't
Yeah.
fake an injury. That's why you don't, if you call in sick to work, at least like stay in the house, don't go out or something bad will happen.
Yeah, don't tempt fate, dude.
Yeah, that's what they did. They did the whole neat. We worked the cameras for WWE Unreal, and now they need to burn sage around the entire company and have an old priest and a young priest. But for those who didn't see it, Bronson Reed he was breaking up a pin. Just had his. I mean, it like is the most who cares moment in the world, and it would it tear his bicep or his tricep? Was it bicep?
Tricep, I think.
Yeah, and it's just the weirdest. It's the flukest fluke. It wasn't even like it went sideways. It didn't go. It was just the right angle, the right torque, and it sucks, man. Dude, kudos to him though. He took that belly to back, I think, after that too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, somebody got him out of there. Kudos to him. Tough dude. I mean, he's also didn't he break his ankle in the Hell in the Cell coming off
jumping off the
speaking of
War
jumping
Games,
off cages, as we contradict ourselves.
It's funny because you could also see how pissed off Jay was about winning that match. You can tell he had some plans this weekend to do something else.
Oh, dude, no, man. He knew what he was doing this weekend. He was going to yeet somewhere, I guess. But so in this one, dude, I mean, I hate this. I hate basically every scenario in this that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So other than would be awesome for LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. Doesn't make any sense. Really, probably not going to happen. Would be cool for Randy Orton to go and, push for one more title reign. You could probably make that fun and believable. But the one I think is going to happen and probably makes the most sense for pay-per-view buys and draws is Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the belt. And unless there's like an audible there. So I'm going to go Cody with this, but reluctantly so. The one thing in this match, Javon Evans, please be safe. Because for the love of God, dude, I mean, amazing young kid, bright future, but I always worry when you've got those dudes like this in these matches where it's like, it's one of those where Michael Hayes walks in the building. He's like, think you can jump off that roof? It's like, oh man, please be safe. And the kid, like, did you see that? I think it was on, is it Raw where he did that moonsault where he landed on his feet and it seemed like he was in the air for like they did the slow-mo replay and they had to speed it up because it was taking too long because how long he was in the air on that moonsault or whatever. It's like freak athlete. So I think he's probably going to do a few things memorable in this at Trick Williams as well, but for the love of God, be safe, man.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I'm gonna swag. Swami's gonna put his chef's hat on right now.
Dude, do it.
I'm gonna cook a little bit, okay?
All right.
I think everybody's tired of Cody and Drew. I don't think anybody wants to see that unless they put some sort of crazy stipulation on it. I don't want to see Cody versus Drew. It should not main event night one if that is the case. I think we start building to what they've been teasing for the last year is I think we're going to see some sort of tension between Randy and Cody in this match.
Okay.
And I think we're going to set up a Randy versus Cody match, and I'm going to have LA Knight win the Elimination Chamber. And I think they're finally going to pull the trigger on LA Knight.
I would freaking love it. Just pulling for him in the Rumble. I hope so. I just feel like he's one of those dudes that Triple H just doesn't like.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Like, he's over. He can work. definitely can run a mic, for freaking days. You see him on all these like press junkets, like all the hosts are big fans of him, like, marking out and stuff. Like, I want it to happen, but I mean, there's not really history there, right? With LA Knight and Drew McIntyre. I know it's for the title, so you don't really
Yeah.
know. You don't really
There's some
need the history.
they've had some good promos back and forth.
Okay.
Like they've had some interactions, and I think when they were both kind of fighting Roman when he
Yeah,
was in
that's
his
true. Yeah,
heyday,
yeah, yeah.
they kind of had some interactions. So there is some meat on the bone.
So it wouldn't be like completely cold then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be
So, okay.
completely code. And I mean, they're both great on the mic. Like Drew and LA Knight, like you're telling me they won't sell us on this match if
Oh no,
that
they
is the
will.
case.
I just when they're going with the CM Punk and CM Punk Roman Reigns, which is obviously like the
Yeah.
night 2 main event. That's your blockbuster, butts and seats move.
Hmm.
So I was just thinking, Cody. I mean, you even saw in Atlanta when he came out, the pop he got is like, I mean, I know it's Atlanta, so it's kind of his
Yeah.
hometown, but it's like that dude is just box office for,
Yeah.
on this babyface run that may never end. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I keep waiting for the crowd to eventually like sour a little bit and then him turn heel. And no, no, I don't. It's not slowing down anytime soon. So,
Yeah.
um, I'm going to go, like I said, I'll go Cody. You're going LA Knight. I hope you're right. I really,
Yeah.
really hope you're right. So to end this, man, we kind of kicked around an idea of the MVP of the PLE, just because we people don't know we have a hip hop group back in Detroit. Me and Anish, we go way back with the Beastie Boys and things. But the MVP of the PLE basically is this: when this premium live event, I always want to say pay per view, when it
Yeah.
ends, who's the one that made the biggest impact is on your mind when they fade to black. And I I honestly I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. And I think this is going to be the main event. And if he goes over, I think that's going to be the story or whatever, fading to black. What do you think, man?
So I'm gonna zag a little bit. I'm not gonna pick any of the winners that we picked. I
Okay,
think the person who's gonna leave the most lasting impression, I think it's gonna be Trick Williams, dude.
dude, stud.
Trick's got it, dude. He's got everything. He's got the crowd behind him. He's got the entrance music. He's got the look. He's got the
Hmm.
in-ring ability. Um,
I mean, him in NXT. I mean, I mean, a blind man could see what he had in NXT. He was just from the gate. I mean, he's
yeah.
got like where Javon Evans lacks a little bit of size, and obviously he's still working out the personality and all that. He's
Hmm.
still kind of white meat baby face or whatever. I guess I shouldn't say white meat baby face. Sorry, Kevin Nash. Um, but Trick Williams has got the look, he's got the build, he's got the working ability, he's a freak athlete. So dude, that's awesome. I like that.
And
So you
he's one
think,
of those guys, like, if honestly, if they decided to pull the trigger on Trick winning this, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
he's got it. And like, I think this is one of those cases, like, obviously when Carmelo came up, people were thinking it was going to be him and Trick together, and
Yep.
they made Trick kind of stay down in NXT a little bit longer. I think this is one of
Right.
those cases where it really benefited him
Yeah, it
being
did,
down there
man.
for an extra year and a half, and really
Man.
like learning the ropes, because I mean, he's got it, dude. I can't wait for the whoop that Trick yeah chance whenever we see a face off in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. So, all right, dude. So I'm picking Cody. You're picking Trick as we fade to black. Guys, in our comments, who do you think? Who do you think is gonna be the MVP of the PLE? So thanks for joining us on the Wrestling Rewind. We'll be back for the next pay per view. Is the next one Mania?
It's Mania. Maybe we can do some. Now that our schedules are working out a little bit, maybe we can add a few
Yeah.
episodes in there in between, just
Dude,
kind of
let's
catch
crank
up
it
a little
up
bit. Yeah,
and get the Swami hat out there so we can get Anish to book the WrestleMania we want. Because if we do
yeah,
the episode, they're gonna listen, right?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
well, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out, obviously, Be Kind, Let's Rewind, and check out Sleepy Dad's podcast. And we will see you guys down the road.